Hey guys, today we are standing in the park. Its name is Five Elephant Lake. Well, it's a beautiful place. And Tom, we finally work together here and stay together here, killing time. Well, I know you dream of being here at least 3 years. Tell me what happened before you left Nanning for America 3 years ago.
Well, I left Nanning for a trip to America back in January 10th, 2020. And at the time, hardly anything was known about the coming pandemic.
You didn't realize then?
Nobody did. No one knew how quickly this virus was going to develop and spread.
How hurry when you're leaving?
Very
Left in
quickly.
China.
So I arrived in America, and nobody in America really knew about COVID-19. We knew a little bit that there was something going on in Wuhan, China, but not much. And
There was a new name, COVID. The formal name is COVID.
Yes.
Not Wuhan virus, as Trump told the public.
That's correct. Trump called it the Chinese virus. But I have nothing good to say about Trump. He's a liar, for one thing. He's a serial liar. He lies all the time.
Oh, he was the president at that time.
Yes, he was, unfortunately. He was the worst president in my lifetime. But as we moved through January and into February, more and more was becoming known about the virus and its transmissibility. And it was beginning to spread outside of China and around the world.
Yeah, I still remember that some countries, even a lot of countries, urged the Chinese government to close borders. The sooner the better, because I understand every country needs to protect their civilian.
Of course they do. 3 days before March 31st, on March 28th, China closed their borders to incoming international travelers. And I was stuck in America. Little did I know at the time that I would be there for 3 years.
That's only the beginning of your 3 years stuck in America.
Yeah, and I couldn't, and actually my visa, my Chinese visa expired during that time.
And you didn't have choice.
I couldn't apply for a new visa. They weren't accepting applications.
Nobody know when it could be the beginning of the reopen again.
No one knew.
By the way, did you feel you were very lucky to avoid the peak of the pandemic in China at that time?
Was I lucky to avoid it? Well, I couldn't avoid it in America.
Unfortunately.
You know, unfortunately. I did receive 2 vaccinations.
How was it going on in America?
How were they doing with the virus? 1 million people died in America from the virus, and
More than 1 million.
more than 1 million. And that was the fault of the way the virus was managed by Donald Trump.
Oh, he doesn't believe science. He doesn't. He just believes in their own party's politics.
Yes, he believes in what he thinks, and he's not a critical thinker. He's not.
But now the American politicians, even the Biden-Harris administration, I mean the officials and even the media doubt if China created the virus first. They say that could be the leak from the lab. But Chinese government said that it couldn't happen from the lab because our human beings has no ability to create so complicated virus so far.
I believe that, and also American intelligence agencies have said as recently as this month, March 2023, that there is no conclusive evidence that proves that the lab was, that the virus was created in a laboratory in Wuhan, China. There's no proof of that. None.
But do they have any evidence to prove that?
None. No, they don't. No, they don't. It's almost as if it's just word of mouth, rumor, hearsay, lack of science. So there's no proof of that.
Do you think Chinese government need to be guilty from the virus?
No, I don't. It could happen anywhere, at any time, in any country.
You mean it's the natural disaster?
I think so.
It's a science problem.
Yes. And we need to stop pointing the finger. Pointing the finger serves no purpose. Let's move on. We can't change the past, but we can change the future.
I think both China and America should work together to improve our medication, our technology and science, to research or study, to avoid disaster.
Yes, I mean, America needs to work with China. China is open to working with America. They always have been. America needs to drop its attitude, change its attitude toward China, because it does not serve any benefit for the world, the American attitude. What we need to do is partner with China. We need to cooperate with China.
Cooperation is better than confrontation.
China calls cooperation with other countries win-win.
Win-win cooperation.
Win-win cooperation, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the American government doesn't recognize that. And I don't understand why.
So sad.
It is sad. We have a lot of problems on this earth. A lot of problems, major problems. And they can be solved if the major countries work together and cooperated together. And the stumbling block against that cooperation is the attitude of the United States government toward China.
Yeah, and China is looking forward to work with countries of the world. Let's look forward to a bright future, okay?
Let's do that.
Thanks for watching our video this moment.
And have a good day.